Hey y'all, thank y'all for joining me tonight. The guest of the hour tonight that's on time. Y'all know how we love for the guest to be on time is Tori. And Tori is a newlywed of someone that's incarcerated. So I don't know any more than what y'all know because we did not go into her story. But before we do go into her story, I got a few church announcements. Okay, if you are planning to attend the meet and greet in Orlando is November the 17th through the 19th. And we need to know by by March 10th. I need to know by March 10th. And the other church announcement is some good news that I received, which is I have now been accepted into Cameo. So for all your birthday, listen, I do birthdays, bar mitzvahs, divorce parties, anniversary parties, the promo for your businesses. Y'all can book me directly through Canva as of March 17th, all my prices are going to change. You got to book me directly through Canva only. I'm sorry. Yeah. Cameo, directly through Cameo only. But okay, so we have Miss Tori. You can go ahead and introduce yourself and let them know how long you've been married.
Well, I have been married for about, let's see, 2.5 months.
Oh, so this is a fresh, new, like fresh, fresh.
Yes, I will be 3 months on the 15th of this month.
Okay, okay. Well, congratulations, girl. You one of the
Thank
girls
you.
now.
Thank you, girl. Thank you,
Okay.
girl.
Okay. Put that ring up there. You got to show it one more time.
Hello.
Okay. So
Okay,
she's the
sorry.
newlywed.
Yes, I am. I am.
Okay.
And I am from upstate New York. I'm 25,
Okay.
and I have a son of my own and a stepson. And um, that's pretty much it. I'm very boring. I have a boring life.
Well, you're newlywed now, so you're gonna have to spice it up because you got to get some
Yeah,
trailers in. Yeah, you
yeah.
got to
I
get
was
those
just about
in.
to say I'm doing my little cardio at home and trying to get
Hmm.
my body right and my fitness in and my standing my up and all that stuff. So
Okay. As soon as you get that approved letter, trailer
you
visit
know how that's
approved.
about to go down.
Okay. So did you know your husband before his incarceration, or did you meet him while he's been incarcerated?
I knew him before. I knew him
Okay.
for over a year before he got incarcerated.
Were y'all already dating?
Yes.
Okay. Okay. So give us the tea, girl. When these charges happened, what was going
Um,
on?
I was young, I was young and he was young still, but he's 6 years older than me.
Okay.
So he has a lot more experience than I do, but he's from around the way, like I'm from around the way,
Mm-hmm.
you know. Um, and we met in the hood. I'll just say that we met in the hood,
Okay.
and it was very coincidental, very love story, fairy tale. Oh, you see each other from across the room, and you catch eyes, and you keep going from there. That's just kind of how it was, um, without giving too much information.
Okay. Gotcha.
But I've always admired him. Like I said, I was young
Mm-hmm.
and he was a lot older than me, or just a little older than me. So he had some things going on that was bigger than me.
Okay.
And of course, other women were involved at first.
Mm-hmm.
And it was kind of like a tit for tat game. He was messing with who he was messing with. I was messing who I was messing with, and I was young and playing the game, so
Okay.
it was very messy,
So he wasn't playing by
very
himself.
messy. No, no, he wasn't playing by himself. It was very messy.
Okay.
Um, but the whole time we were in love, and we knew that. Um,
Okay.
so it just went from there.
Okay. So when he was charged or sentenced, y'all were already dating. Did you go to his sentencing?
No, so he had a baby on the way.
Mm-hmm.
And the woman who is his baby's mother was at the court dates and did all the proceedings and stuff with him. They had a whole agreement. I wasn't anything a part of it because, like I said, there were other women involved. We were dating, but we weren't exclusively dating.
Okay. Okay.
It's like I said, we were having fun, each of us on our own. But we were still involved with each other.
Okay.
So when
So,
it came to his court dates and stuff like that, his baby mother, who he was with and was, doing the right thing with because he had a kid on the way,
mhm.
with her, they had an agreement, at first.
Okay, initially. So, do you care to share what his charges are and what is his sentence?
So his sentence is 14 years.
Okay.
It's his second charge for the same thing. So that's why the sentence is so high.
Okay.
But it's not anything to be embarrassed about, or oh my goodness, I don't think I can, be involved with this type of person because he did that. Just the wrong person getting caught up in the wrong things.
Okay. So now, how many years does he have left? Because I know you're on Newlywed, so I don't know how many years he's been there already.
6. So he's been in there 6, and his earliest release is in 6.
Okay.
Well, yeah, about 6 from now.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. Make sure I'm getting these questions. All right. So, what are visitations like before you even were newlywed? What's your visitation like? Do you go see him every weekend or during the week? Like, how does that go for you?
So at first, when I started to go see him, I was just trying to go see him whenever I could, because
Mm-hmm.
I missed him and I wanted to see him. And he's about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour away from where our hometown is.
Mm-hmm.
So not a lot of people go up there to see him, even though that doesn't seem like it's far away. Uh, Not a lot of people go see him.
Right.
So I tried to make sure that once I did make that commitment, I did it as much as I possibly could and make a
Mm-hmm.
schedule of it so that it became a habit. Um,
Gotcha.
and so I committed to once a week. It
Mm-hmm.
hasn't always been that way, especially after COVID. They shut the visits down for about 2 years.
Right.
And once we came back, it was bi-weekly, by last name. And so now that the schedule is back so where anyone can come any day, it's not bi-weekly anymore. I tried to go bi-weekly still because that's
Okay.
my schedule. But I want to start going weekly because we're
Mm-hmm.
married now.
Mm-hmm.
So
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Okay. So, is his visits contact visits or is he on a no contact visit?
contact.
Okay. All right, girl. So
Yes,
you really gonna be
girl.
getting that trailer.
Yes,
Okay.
girl.
All right, man. All right. So when he proposed to you, how did that happen? Like, were you there at visitation? What is that over the phone? Was it video visit? Like, what did he say?
Well,
Like, I want you and only you, my boo. I'm getting rid of the baby mama and everybody else.
no,
Give us
it
the
was not
tea.
like that. It was, it was not like girl. It was well. The first he actually proposed to me twice. The first time he proposed was 2018.
Mm-hmm.
And I was 21. We were not ready to get married
Uh-huh.
at all. But we were in love. I have always been in love with this man. I've always been invested in this man, and truly committed to him when
Mm-hmm.
I knew it was the time to be committed to him. But I just knew at that time it was not it. Like this is not gonna happen. He did ask me on a visit.
Mm-hmm.
And I told him, I don't want you to propose to me on a visit. Like, unless you got some elaborate scheme planned out to where you have a ring and you finna get on your knee in front of all these people.
Uh-huh.
But then I had to get out of that fairy tale mind frame because, like I said before, the way we met was kind of, fairy tale was, we like fell in love at first sight and it was all cute and everything. So I just kind of had that image in my head of him living up to that fairy tale image. But this is not a fairy tale. Far
Right.
from it. So if I'm going to make the decision to marry him, it has to be the right decision. So at that time, no, I did say yes, but
Mm-hmm.
we did not get married.
Okay.
And then years later, I had a baby.
Oh, oh. So wait a minute, Tori. So you was getting
I
the
had a
sausage.
baby.
You was getting the sausage from somebody else. Tori said you was not gonna be the
Yeah.
only one out here doing the thing.
So so before he went in, a little few months before he went in, I met the father of my son.
Mm-hmm.
And we kind of continued our relationship off and on during uh my husband's incarceration in the beginning.
Okay.
And so for the first few years, it was very messy. He was figuring stuff out with his people, and I was figuring stuff out with myself. It was just a lot. Um, but eventually we came together. So he did ask me to marry him last year of September, and we got married in December.
Okay. Okay. So what is your like I don't know your family dynamic, but what did your I guess your closest relatives and friends, what was their opinion, whether it mattered or not? Like what was their opinion of you marrying someone who still has 6 years left on his sentence?
I like how you said whether it mattered or not.
Right, because we I mean, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't matter at the end of the day, you did what you did, right? But what
It
was their
doesn't matter.
opinion?
Um, my closest friends and family members are my closest friends and family members because I love them
Mm-hmm.
and because they love me. But their opinions are not a contributing factor to
Okay.
anything I do in my life. I do value them, but they're not a contributing factor. Especially my mother, my grandmother, and like friends, people who I don't really value their opinions.
Mm-hmm.
I've told everyone that I'm married,
Okay.
and it's just for them to accept.
Okay. Okay.
Because I have always taken care of myself. I've
Mm-hmm.
always made decisions for myself and learned things on my own. I didn't have my mom and my dad growing up, so I had to make
Gotcha.
sure that every decision I made was a smart one and a good one. And I have a son.
Okay.
So if I didn't think this man was going to be a good man for me, not only me, but my son, I would not have made that commitment to him.
Okay.
But as far as my family, they know, and they feel how they feel.
Okay. Listen, cousin Chris in the comments said, "Sis is big cheese and talking about her man." Okay, okay, Chris, you
Listen,
said she ain't stop smiling yet. I'm smiling like
listen.
she's smiling. Like I
I
want to
just
know what this be like.
maybe I don't want to say it's because we're still in the honeymoon phase, we're
Hmm.
newlyweds, but I have really been in love with this man since I met him. I
Okay.
really have. So I don't regret anything.
Okay.
My mother tried to express her concerns,
Hmm.
but not really. She literally only said she had some concerns. She didn't say what they were. So
Okay.
that's
Gotcha.
that's as far as I'm taking it.
Gotcha. Now you said that you would not have married him if you didn't know that he was going to be good for your son.
Right.
What about the child? Is that the child that he had, the baby mother that was going back and forth to the trial and everything? Do you have a relationship with her? How is your relationship going to be with his child?
I'm trying. He was going back and forth between me and her before she got pregnant.
Mm-hmm.
And so she has some resentment towards me
Okay.
because she technically met him first. But neither of us were in a relationship with him.
So
That's
you
another
wasn't getting
story
no
for
more
another
than what
day.
she was getting, right?
At all.
Okay.
He was a single man, and I hate to say that because I'm a woman's woman,
Mm-hmm.
but he was a single man. He was fair game. That at least that's how he was acting. Um, and
Well, look,
I don't want to speak ill on her because
right.
I'm past that. I'm past everything we went through. we went through a lot of
Okay, gotcha.
just
Gotcha.
immature, playing on each other's phones, trying to link up to fight, all that dumb stuff. Just him getting dragged in between it. It was just ridiculous. I'm past that, and I really would like to have some type of conversational relationship with her so
Right.
that we could at least have our sons know each other, or me and you be comfortable with each other, or something. Like, I don't want her to go straight from I don't like you to you go ahead and take my son up to see his dad. I know that's
Right.
not going to happen,
Right.
but I would like for us to meet in the middle and move
Right.
from there. But
Right.
it's I take every day as a gift, so it is
Okay.
what it is.
Sting of the Black Scorpion said, "How does it feel? Well, how does he feel about you having a child with someone else?"
And vice versa. I see that. So I love his son, he loves my son, and I have never met his son, and he has never met my son.
Okay, gotcha.
Doesn't that sound so fake?
Does
When you
your
say it
son?
out loud, it's like, how do you love somebody you never met? They're kids.
Yeah, it's a part of him. So
Kids. And
you
I
gotta
have no
be willing to
control over
accept that.
I had no control over who he got pregnant, and he got no control over who I got pregnant by. So we
So
accept our children as they come.
is your son's father involved with your son? Is he an active parent?
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
We co-parent, yes.
Okay. How does he feel about your marriage?
He knows about my relationship
Okay.
with
He
my
didn't get
husband. He doesn't know about
that.
marriage.
Oh, girl. Okay.
He
Okay.
doesn't know I'm Mrs. Dean, but he knows that I'm on the team.
Oh, gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Well, you know what? We'll
He
cross
may
that bridge
find
when we get
out.
there. Right. Eventually he will, but we'll cross that,
Yeah, I'm not, hiding it from him or anything. I have pictures of my husband all over the place, but it's just not information I'm willing to volunteer due to our co-parenting situation.
Gotcha. Okay. Pink said, if he never met your son, how do you know he'll treat your son like his own?
Because I've seen him with my sister's children and his sister's children and his
Hmm.
friends' children before he went away.
Okay.
So, and I saw that he will move exactly how I will move behind some kids.
Okay.
And when I get passionate about children, and when I'm willing to step and put them first and forward behind kids, he's the same way. He is that driving force. So I do feel that, and I'm confident in that.
Gotcha. Gotcha. Will y'all raise your sons as siblings?
Yes, of course. As long as, there's no drama,
Gotcha.
you know.
Okay. So on the day that you decided that you was gonna be the Mrs. Dean, what was this ceremony like? Did you take anybody with you? Did you put on a special dress? Was you nervous? How did the officers treat you? The chaplain? You gotta give them the tea.
It was it was raining. The rain was turning into ice as it hit the ground, and I
Oops,
had on heels.
goodness.
So I was slipping and sliding.
Mm-hmm.
I looked very, very pretty. I had on a shirt similar to this,
Mm-hmm.
excuse me, but it wasn't, as thin. Um, and some lavender pants, some like long dress lavender pants with the tie in the front,
Uh-huh.
and a white dress coat. Uh, and I try not to do it too much because I knew I was going to have to take all that stuff off going through the scanner,
Right.
including the heels that I had tied all the way up my thigh.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, Pink just said, was they Monica heels? So nah, she had the ones tied up. They wasn't the Monica.
They had like the twisty, ties and all the diamonds, and I'm like, why did I choose these heels? I should have just wore boots.
Okay.
I should have just wore boots. Oh goodness, but I'm trying to be cute for my husband, y'all. I'm trying to
So
I was So ugh, the the day of my wedding was extremely frustrating because I had it all planned. We had it all planned. It was set to go. I have my own car.
Mm-hmm.
My father, he was going to be the witness, and his friend, my husband's friend, who was extremely unreliable. I
Mm-hmm.
mean, this man has not. Anyways, I don't even know why we thought this. It's so stupid. Okay, I'm gonna try to get through it fast. Um, so my car ended up getting taken off the road,
Mm-hmm.
and I had to park it. So we had to find a ride. My dad's car was also off the road, right? And
Oh
we had to
gosh.
really find a ride. His friend was like, "Oh, I have a car. I want to come see y'all get married. Whoop de whoop de whoop. I'm gonna be there. What time do you want me to be there? Where you want me to be? Whatever, whatever." He was gonna come and pick us up from my dad's house. So he was gonna be the extra witness. We had a plan B just in case he didn't show. He was gonna
Mm-hmm.
be, someone from the visitation was gonna be extra witness, whatever. Once the day came, this boy did not show.
Oh
He did not
wow.
answer his phone. It was the morning of my wedding, and I was extremely distraught. I was crying. Like, we have to be on the road by 6:30. That was my plan. No
Right.
later than 7 o'clock. Where is he? He's not answering his phone. It's literally going straight to voicemail, like his phone is off. I don't know. Um, so my dad, his girlfriend, who was an angel that day, ended up leaving work that morning. Was like, "I'll take you guys. I'll let me talk to my boss and see if I can leave. I'll take you." So she did. She ended up zooming. I mean, putting the pedal to the metal,
Okay.
and got us over an hour away in less than 45 minutes. Like,
Oh, sis
she
came
was,
through.
sis came
She
through.
came
She
through.
came all the way through, and got us there on time. I got in on time. It was just, the hassle with the whole getting in and all that. But she had to go back to work.
Mm.
So I only ended up getting, it was like a regular visit. We went into the room where we take pictures, where all our backgrounds are in these pictures, that same room.
Right.
We went in there and we said our I do's, and that was it. And then I had to leave. I couldn't even stay for a whole visit because
Wow.
sis had to go to work. I was just thankful for her even making that sacrifice for me. And
Right.
that's why I feel like this union was brought on, by God. I'm not sure if this channel is a religious one, but this it, I feel like
Hey, do
nobody
your
but God
thing. Do
brought
your
me to
thing.
him.
This
You
is
know,
your story. So
this God brought me to him. He made it happen, and
hmm
I went with God's plan. It did not go according to my plan at all.
hmm
But I still was married, still got married, and I'm happy.
Okay.
So
So
it's a
who
chaotic story.
brought the rings? Did you purchase them? Did he purchase them?
It was a mutual thing.
Okay. Okay,
Yep.
which one is it? Okay, I'm trying to find me some questions. Make sure I'm trying to answer the questions.
No, I excuse me. I see the ones going across the bottom, but the last one I see is who bought the ring.
Okay. Someone did
Yes.
ask, because the viewers watch, but everybody's not familiar with how this goes. They wanted to know, and I'm trying to find, I don't think it's letting me go back up for enough. What did he wear?
He wore a lavender sweater, Nautica. Yep, a lavender Nautica sweater,
Mm-hmm.
that went with my pants. And
Mm-hmm.
of course his state greens and some white shoes.
Okay.
He's got these beautiful James Oro glasses.
Okay.
I want me a pair because the tint the tint on the shades are like purple, like lavender, and they're like gold embroidered with diamonds. His has little snakes on them. And both of our favorite color is purple, so that's why we chose lavender. That's our favorite
Okay.
shade of purple.
All right,
So
royalty. Y'all came in there with
yeah,
that lavender on. All right.
yes, he did.
So how did
It was so cute. All the couples that day were matching. It was so cute.
oh how did the officers treat y'all that day? Like, did you have any issues? I know you was already, kind of flustered from the friend not arriving on time.
Yeah, I was very flustered. They were extremely patient. And come to find out, my husband told me that that day my bottoms were a little see through,
Oh, okay.
but they let me in because they saw that
Gotcha.
I was getting married, and they just like they didn't say anything to me. My
Uh-huh.
husband, when I went to the bathroom, 'cause they make you take your bra off to go through the scanner. You have to wait
Right.
till you get to your table to put your bra back on, like in
Right.
the bathroom. So when I went to the bathroom, once he came down, he watched me walk away. It was like when I came back, he was like, "I can see through your pants." Like,
Oh. So he got a little peek that day, a little
yeah,
peekaboo.
he was like, "I can see the color of your." Thank God
Wow.
they matched the color of my pants, but he could tell what kind of underwear I had on. And I was like, "That's embarrassing."
Oh
Listen,
man.
but it happened,
Oh,
and they can't take it back. So whatever.
right. So for the last couple of months, how has this been? How has I mean, they say the honeymoon stage. I think that can last for some people for forever. But have y'all had any bumps in the road yet? Um, are you still extremely, what I'm saying, happy that you made this decision?
Yes, I'm still extremely happy. Yes, we have had bumps in the road. Um,
Okay.
because the same way we were a couple who was in this system and in this struggle together
Hmm.
before this marriage, we are that same couple after. We're just a married couple.
Okay.
Um,
Gotcha.
so the same day to day, the same mood swings, um, all of that, the same mental things that we have to fight and deal with each other
Hmm.
every day. I feel like it's on a higher level now because we're married. So he wants to be even more in my business and wants me to explain more of my feelings and just be even more deep. And it's a little escalated
Okay.
and very intense, but it's not anything that I'm not used to.
Gotcha. Okay. Just in your business just a little bit more. He was in your business as your boo. Now he in your business as your husband. While he's
Yeah.
incarcerated, do you financially support him?
Yes, of course. I'm sorry, that's a crazy question to whoever asked it. I'm sorry. That's a crazy question
That was
because
me. I asked it.
okay, that's a crazy question. It is
Well, some
because
we had somebody
he's
on here.
not.
She didn't financially support her husband, so I
Listen,
gotta know.
he's a man and he's a
Mhm.
hustler. He does what he can do, but
Mhm.
he has support. You know what I mean? Because
Okay.
ultimately he doesn't have an income, right? And he needs things outside of that little meal that they feed him and that little cot that they lay him on and the
Mhm.
little piece of clothes that they give him. He needs more than that.
Okay.
So I try to provide that for him and I try to be a support for him. Yes, yes, I do. I just think that's a little funny. I'm sorry. It's just
Listen,
like,
everybody
how
is
else is he getting financial support?
because some men that's there, just for like example, like some men that's there, their hustle takes care of all of that, whatever
Yeah,
it is. So
yeah.
some don't. We had somebody on here, they didn't support their husband financially at all. Like,
No,
so
because if
it's
his
different for
hustle
everybody.
is 50, 60, 75% of his making sure he's good in there,
Hmm.
maybe by all means, do what you got to do. Do what you
Okay.
got to do.
Okay.
I will do what you need me to do.
Right. Okay.
You know what I mean? And that's without saying too much. I will do what you need me to do.
Got you. So do you assist financially with his son? Oh, I don't even know if it's a son. Do you assist financially with his child? I'll say
Yes, we
that.
both have sons. We
Both
both
sons.
have
Okay.
sons. Yes. So I assist financially with him, and until I can get in like I have bought this young man gifts.
Mm-hmm.
Only one time has my Christmas gift gotten to him.
Oh, wow. Oh,
So
wow.
I still have gifts that I have bought from him for him that has not gotten to him. Just a lot of funny going on, and a
Gotcha.
lot of intricate little details and people trying to shut you out, and thinking you don't have a play, I don't have a place, and all this other stuff. And it's deeper than it runs, because I
Right.
could just meet this man. And I feel so passionately about that situation because I feel passionately about children. And I was an abused and neglected child. And I
Gotcha.
would hate for any of mine or my husband's children or my sister's children to
Mm-hmm.
be abused or abandoned children. So
Gotcha.
I'm going to try to do whatever I can.
Mm-hmm.
But God put me where He put me, and He's moving me how He's moving me. So I can only do what I
Okay. I mean, fair enough. Fair enough.
can. Yeah.
Um, let's see. I know somebody asked, somebody answered in the comments for them already. Okay.
Could
So
you
do
wear
you have a
regular prison
relationship?
clothes? I'm sorry. My husband could only wear regular prison clothes. That's what somebody said.
Right. Because we have another newlywed in the comments, like probably a week newlywed. So
Oh,
yeah.
wow. Well,
Yeah.
it, depending on the facility he's in, you may be able to send him certain color clothing, and he can wear that stuff. He may not have to only wear the prison clothes.
So do you send packages? Now, I'm pretty familiar with New York upstate prison because that's where my father was
Yeah.
at for years and years.
Yeah.
So we sent him packages, um, like the specialty items that he liked. Do you send him packages
Yeah.
often?
Yeah, they changed it. He used to be able to get unlimited amount of packages,
Hmm.
non-food packages and food packages, and now he can only receive a certain amount of food and non-food packages a month and per year.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah. Until they changed that from those COVID regulations, it's been that way for a couple of years now. But I do send him packages. Um, the food packages have to be bought from vendors that deliver to the facility and stuff like that. The non-food packages is the same. It's
Hmm.
pretty much the same, but he can only get two a month.
Okay.
So,
Gotcha.
you know,
So they have
yeah,
changed. Now,
yeah.
do you do you fear? Does it ever cross your mind that although that you're, his wife and you all were dating while he's there, that he'll be talking to anybody else outside of you? Is that a fear that you have or a thought that ever crosses your mind?
Uh, that's not a fear. I'm not afraid of it
Okay.
because it may happen. I mean, if you know him and you know his first and last name, you can Google him and get his DIN number and reach out to him.
Okay.
He's state property, and I don't have any control over that.
Okay.
So I'm not afraid of people reaching out to him or him talking to other people, because I know that it may happen and it's a possibility, and I don't have any control over either way. What I am cautious of is whether or not he indulges in it.
Gotcha.
Because before it was like, whatever, whatever.
Hmm.
Who's, who else is here coming to see you and doing things for you? You can talk to
Right.
whoever you want to talk to.
Right.
But I see what I see, so whatever. But now that we're married, I'm not going for none of that.
Okay. All
So
right.
if you're responding to them, which
Hmm.
eventually I will find out, because not only is this vows between us. This is a covenant between me, you, and God. So He sees that
Right.
stuff too.
Right.
Whatever you're doing, it's gonna come to the light.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Okay. So, are you ready for your trailer? Are you
Oh
going to be applying for
yes,
that? You
yes, girl.
And for those of y'all who don't know what the trailer is, when you're upstate New York, if you're married, you are afforded a trailer visit for a few days. I don't know if they changed it as far as the days, but I know we used to get like 3 to 5 days trailer per visit. So she gets to go and actually spend time with her husband. She probably gonna have on some lavender too, because that's their favorite color.
A lot of lavender.
Lots of lavender.
A
Okay.
lot of lavender.
Okay. Right.
Yes, I'm excited. I'm not excited about the fact that I have to buy all new stuff every time.
Right.
That's annoying. But whatever,
Hey.
whatever. Spice it up. Find a outlet somewhere where I can get that stuff wholesale
A few little
and
pieces,
get it in. Yeah,
Mm-mm.
because um, that's the one thing that has held us back from actually being a married couple. You have to consummate your marriage.
Right.
And I have been with him before. We're not strangers to each other, but we
Mm-hmm.
haven't been together in years.
Yeah.
And it's just like, oh my God. Somebody said don't make no babies. I'm gonna try. I'm gonna try.
Sis said she gonna try.
I don't want to be a single mom of two
Mm-hmm.
by myself.
Mm-hmm.
I can't do that. One is enough because
Right.
his father is an amazing father. He is very active. We co-parent bi-weekly. As you can see, there is no noise in my background.
Mm-hmm.
I get a whole week without my son.
Oh wow, that's
Every week.
great.
My
That's
house
great.
stays clean and quiet. And I'm enjoying that. I get to enjoy that for a few years, actually.
Right.
So
Right.
I am just grateful to be able to have that time with him, and
Okay.
then, easing my son into it.
Mm-hmm.
It's just gonna be a good time. It's
Oh,
just gonna be a good time.
oh my goodness. Listen, I'm gonna be bringing you back. I'm gonna be like, look, y'all, Tori is expecting.
No, 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 no. We have had this. We have had this condom conversation many
Okay.
times, many times, many
All
times.
right.
We keep going back and forth, but we have had that conversation so many
Jesus.
It's
Okay.
so funny.
So, is there anything else that you want the viewers to know? Is there any advice that you have for anybody who may be considering, marrying their boo while they're incarcerated?
Well, I'm a newlywed, right? But I'm not new to this prison thing. I have been supporting him the whole time he's been in there, which is going on 7 years.
Okay.
And it's a lot. It's a lot. Know what you're getting yourself into.
Mm-hmm.
And before you marry him, they will make sure you know what you're getting yourself into regardless.
Mm-hmm.
Um, trust God if you believe in him. And if that is something that he is bringing you to do, then
Mm-hmm.
go ahead and do it. And that's really all I can say. Trust God.
Okay.
Trust God.
Okay. Well, fair enough. I really, really appreciate you coming on here and giving us this tea and your experience. And I know you
I
say no
have
when you're
had
gonna
a
try.
good time. I have had a good time. I am on TikTok and Instagram under Vitamin T with 2 N's.
Okay.
No Facebook.
No Facebook. Okay. Vitamin C with 2 N's on Facebook.
Yes.
But thank you
No,
so
no
much for
Facebook.
joining me.
No
No Facebook.
Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Yeah.
Instagram, TikTok. That's it. Okay. Well, I know I'm gonna have a
Oh,
part two. I don't care what you say. I'm gonna have a
yes.
part two eventually.
Please, because I
Eventually.
enjoyed my time. I didn't even. I only sipped my wine just the one time,
Okay,
and
look.
I enjoyed talking to you, and I enjoy
Okay.
answering these questions. I'm a newlywed. Like I said,
Uh-huh.
I'm new. I'm not new to this. I'm true to this.
Okay. I think we need to have
So
a
so
newlywed roundtable. I need to get a couple more
yeah,
newlyweds because I could bring like
yeah,
7 of y'all on at one
yeah.
time. I think we need a
Yes,
little newlywed
because a lot of
roundtable.
people think the stigma behind women marrying people, especially men in prison,
Hmm.
is that they just met them. You know, a lot of women like me have already known these people and know their value and know them as a person and are invested in them. So
Okay.
you just got to know what people's stories are before you try to tell them for yourself. That's
Okay.
all.
Okay.
That's
Fair
all.
enough. Well, you have a good evening and thank you for joining
You
us.
too. Thank
All
you. You're
right.
so beautiful. And I will look forward to seeing you on my social medias in the
Okay.
future.
Thank you. You too. All right.
All right. Bye.
Okay, y'all. Hold on. There's somebody here. Boss lady. Boss lady, you got something you need to tell us? I'm trying to keep up with these comments, but I think boss lady need to come on up here. I think did y'all say she got a little story? Glad you said you said help us. Look, I'm waiting before I end the broadcast for sure. Oh, you don't have one. I thought somebody said you had a little something, so I didn't want to end it without bringing you up here. But thank y'all for joining me tonight. I may or may not have another one on Thursday. I'm not sure yet, but y'all know I'll let y'all know when I come back on. Y'all have a good night.